Hey YouTube, wanted to come to you with a full, quick review of the Lenovo Tab Y700 Legion 8.8 inch powerhouse, 2023 model, and it is a powerhouse tablet. In fact, I was torn between the 2023 model and the 2024 model. The 23 model having the 8 plus Gen 1 processor, and the 24 model having the 8 Gen 3. And it had having 165 hertz refresh rate, and the 23 model having a 144 hertz highest refresh rate, which is, to me, more than you need, really. So, but again, I'm not a gamer though, so keep that in mind. I don't game. I like performance in my tablet. I like flagship tablets, but I don't game. So 165 may make a difference, but I don't know. From what I understand, what I have seen, I don't think many games even play off that frame rate. I don't think they even go up that high, or especially for Android. They might on iOS, but it is, to my knowledge, that I haven't heard anybody say that they're playing a game at 165 hertz refresh rate. So anyway, I just recommend the 2023 model. One major reason why is because it has expendable storage, and in the box you get a 68 watt charging brick, which, by the way, I honestly think that, because I've been charging this. I've had it for a while. I've had it for a good while to test it out. I had to convert everything over to English, but I got the China ROM, the CN ROM. I think it charges at 68 watts. I don't think it charges at 45 watts, like it said it does. I know the 24 model charges at 68 watts, so I think the 23 model charges at 68 watts too. I don't know if the software can be pushed to make that happen, or if it's just going to be hardware and that's just how it is. I would imagine the software push can happen, because I know what my phone, how long my phone takes at 68 watts. Because I have a Motorola phone, the Edge Plus 2023, and it's got a 5100 milliamp battery, and this has got a 6550 milliamp battery. And it just, when I put it on, and I don't use any of my inner contents of anything that I buy. I already got all that stuff, and I just keep everything brand new in the box. So if I ever do sell, I can sell it as new. But so I haven't touched the charger here, but I've got plenty of chargers that are 80 and 90 watt chargers, and this thing, it charges faster than 45 watts. It charges faster than Samsung. And I know it's got a smaller battery, but just trust me on that, it does. There's some there, I don't think they advertise it, but it does. So you get a cable and a charging brick in here, and all your books and everything comes in a little sleeve, so no need to really open it up. I just want to show you the box. I got the 256 gig with 12 gigs of RAM because I do have expendable memory, and that's what I want to show you. So here is the tablet, Lenovo Y700 Legion 8.8 inch, and you can definitely hold it in one hand. Here's I installed a screen protector on mine, as you can see, and I'm gonna turn it on. But so it's got a 2.5K display, which is I think it's 1600 by 2550 display, 2.5K. It's not OLED or AMOLED. It's LCD, but I've seen a couple of videos where people have called it OLED, and I can see why they would think that, because if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but look at the clarity on that. The viewing angle. Look at the view angle. The viewing angles are even OLED. They're almost OLED. This has got a beautiful screen on it. Like when I say I highly recommend this tablet, I highly recommend it. So it's got a Snapdragon processor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 plus Gen 1, where the 24 model has the 8 plus Gen 3. I mean 8 Gen 3. And it 24 model has 165 top end hertz refresh rate, where this has 144. It is, to my knowledge, that I'm not a gamer. I just like tablets with performance. But I'm not, so as a gamer, I don't know of any tablets that support 165 hertz refresh rate type frame rate gameplay. Not even 144. I think there's some that maybe support 120, but you have an option to change this from auto to 60, and I think to either 90 or 120. It's either 90 or 120, and then 144 or hertz refresh rate. This has a 240 hertz touch sampling rate, which is good. It could be better, I guess, for gaming, but it is good for just performance, and is what I'm using it for media consumption, and to just even sometimes I inspect with it and work with this tablet. 8 megapixel front camera, 13 back. It records basically in 10. It'll record 4K on the back. So I have made some YouTube videos. It's just not the video. The stabilization is not there. They don't have that very good stabilization. So when I did the recording, held it up with one hand, and you can see the shaking. But when you do it's got front video recording, and it does pretty good. I think, but it's only at 1080p, 30 frames a second, I believe. Front video camera, but I have recorded with front video before too. So I want to show you the screen one more time though, but I mean, let's just look at how beautiful that is. The clarity on this thing is just phenomenal. I'm not going to keep you long. I wanted to show you this all too. I recommend highly the Tab Pen Plus to go with it. Let me get in here, and so I'm just starting it up from dead. But look at that screen. That's just amazing. Just to show you real quick the responsiveness. I guess I got to let it load up because I had just it'd been turned off. So there we go. The Tab Pen Plus writes. It has almost zero latency because of the touch response rate is 240, and you got 144 hertz refresh rate. So you got really good response rate on this tab. So you can push this button right here. If you see the screen, it pops up that menu there. See? And so I can go in and take notes and do whatever I need to do. I got a case on the way. I've got the screen protector on it, but I got a case on the way. But this is such an easy, it's 8.8 inches, and it's so easy to port around. And I got the specs up here just so I could try to remember all off the top of my head. 8.8 inches, 16 by 2560. 2560 is your screen display, 2.5K display. 343 ppi, 144 hertz. It's got Dolby Vision, HDR10, 500 nits, Adreno 730, and you know that it's got 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, or you can get 16 gigs of RAM, 512. I mean, with this one, you get the expendable memory. That's why I say go with the 23. Get the 23 model. You got the expendable memory. Just get the 256 and save the money. This one is running. It did update to Android 14. And it's running ZUI 16. So it's running the same thing as the 24 model. 24 model does not have expendable memory, and that is a deal breaker for me. One of the reasons why I didn't go with it, and I just think this is out of the three that they made. There's 3 generations of these. The 23 model is the best one they made. Only thing this thing is missing really is I wish it was 5G. I wish it had cellular capability. But I always have a tablet with me or a phone with me to put the hotspot on. So this is about it. Let me see if I'm anything out here. That's about It's got Wi-Fi 6. Okay, yeah, I do want to show you this. So here you got you have a USB port here. This is your long end. It's 2 USB point 2, but here on your landscape you have another one that's your video out USB, and it's a 3.1. What is it? 3.1. Yeah, 3.1 Gen 2 USB Type C. So you can do video out, and you can render 4K with this if you have a 4K display on your external monitor. which I'm thinking about getting an external monitor for this because this would be cool to use like that. But anyway, so there. One other thing I want to show you. I have a video short. Check out my video short on this one, where you can actually shut this down with the top with the pen like this, and then you also they tell you that there's not a place for this pen to go. The Tab Pen Plus does attach to this and attaches to the back just like that. I mean, it's just on there tight. I mean, so just for what it's worth, the Lenovo Tab Y700 Legion 8.8. Highly recommend it. I recommend the 2023 model. Save the money, get the CN-ROM, and transfer everything over to English, and you're good to go. So, any questions, leave them in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. I'll have more on this. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll be glad to answer anything you got. And you will not regret this tablet. It's an awesome. It's my favorite tablet. I've got a lot of tablets. This is awesome. I got more tablets coming too to review. So stay tuned. Thanks. See you soon.